I've been able to participate in a variety of ways. My daughter has been involved in the volleyball program the last couple of years, go to strength and conditioning class, and then, like Catherine said at the beginning, my husband and I got a chance to coach the middle school strength and conditioning last winter, which was super fun, so hopefully we get to do it again. I would love to. Anyway, I've always loved working out. I thrive in a group fitness environment. Working out is very much more social for me than it is physical. So I love getting together with my friends and working out. I was a member at the Y for a long time. I love circuit class there. But the way that I got involved with reality sports started shortly before COVID. In spring of 2019, I started struggling with extreme anxiety and panic attacks. I was diagnosed with panic disorder. It was a really dark time. It came out of nowhere. I had no idea what was happening to me. I was afraid to share with my husband and the people closest to me. I didn't have words to describe what was going on because I didn't understand it. And there was a period of time at the beginning where I literally could do nothing for myself. My husband had to drive me places. I could hardly take care of my kids. I couldn't take care of my house. I wasn't able to work very much. I'm a nurse, and so I had to call off sick a lot just because I was dealing with so much. I tried several different medications during this time. I wasn't sleeping at night. I was having terrible side effects from medications. My body was just in a constant state of panic, and there was nothing I could do to make it go away. But the gym was one of my safe places during that time. It was a haven for me. Moving my body was one of the only things that offered temporary relief from the feeling of panic. My community of friends and support from my husband was also really pivotal during that time. And it took almost a year, it took about 10 months to finally get settled on the right medication for me and to just feel okay. So that was 2019, but then as we all know, in March 2020, the world shut down because of COVID, and also my gym shut down. But I continued working out in my basement regularly and getting together with close friends and their families. I felt like I was on a really good path to healing and figuring out what was going on in my mind and body. But it wasn't until fall 2021 that I got involved with strength and conditioning at Reality. First day of school out at the bus stop, my youngest was starting kindergarten, and my neighbor Jill, her oldest, was starting kindergarten, and we had never met each other. But we hit it off and became friends pretty quickly, and I found out she was a coach at Reality Sports for strength and conditioning. She invited me to come try it out because I still hadn't gone back to the gym. So I did. I was really scared to go. I was hesitant. I thought, just kind of like Kristen, I was like, this is going to be lame. Because anything that's donation-based is to be lame, right? So, this is either going to be really lame, or there's going to be a lot of people who are way better than me. It's going to be too hard. I was scared of comparison. I was scared of having to be vulnerable with a new group of people. But I needed a new gym to go to. And working out in the basement was getting really lonely and boring. But it turns out that God took two things that I really needed and that I still need, handed them to me as a gift through strength and conditioning at Reality. I have a need to move my body as a way of staying healthy, mentally and physically, but I desperately need genuine faith-based community to walk alongside of me, and God has provided both of those things for me through strength and conditioning at Reality Sports. In April of 2023, so almost 2 years ago, I had a relapse with panic attacks. I thought that part of my life was over, that I had moved past that, but I was back in the same dark place. Instead of being fearful, though, and of sharing my journey, I had a community of friends at the gym who were willing to walk with me and help carry me through another really dark time. I was prayed for. People shed tears with me. I was hugged a lot, not a hugger, but I'm working on it. I'm getting better. I wasn't judged, and I was encouraged encouraged to keep going mentally and physically and spiritually. In both instances, in 2019 and 2023, even now, I was being carried on borrowed faith. I was struggling in a crisis of my own faith, not knowing if God was really there, not even knowing if He is real. And I grew up as a Christian, like I've been a believer for a really long time, but I didn't know if He was real. So, all that to say, in the darkness, I needed reassurance that there's a God who cares and who is walking with me. I needed people, and this really happened, I needed people literally to look me in the face, like grab my face, and tell me that they believe for me and with me, that God is here and that He's holding me. And this community has been more than just a workout class to me. Not only has this group helped carry me through one of my darkest times, but I've had the privilege of walking with others through their struggles as well. I'm not walking in total freedom from anxiety and panic. I wish I was. I still struggle a lot and anticipate more struggles ahead. But I'm so grateful for the solid, steady community that comes under and alongside of me to help me get up and help me keep going. There's genuine relationships here and an invitation to share in all of our life's messes together as we encourage one another. In no way are we a perfect group of people who show up to workout class. I just wanted to encourage you that the enemy wanted me to be isolated, and he wants that for you too. He wanted me to be alone in the darkness. He wants me to be confused and doubting. He wanted me to be stuck in crisis and despair. And He wants all those things for you and for everybody. But God has used my struggle for His glory and my good, and He can use yours too. And as I've reflected back on these last 4 years, trying to figure out how to share my story, I'm humbled with gratitude, so much gratitude. Thinking about how amazingly blessed I am to have so many of you in this room in my life through the space that God has provided for all of us, especially Catherine. God knew what I needed, and especially Jill, I want to say. God knew what I needed. He sent me a neighbor and an invite to join community of other like-minded believers in the gym to grow deeper in our faith together, which we continue to do each week. Reality sports is and always will be an important part of how God has provided for me and walked with me in the darkness. And if you are struggling alone with something deep, God wants to surround you. He wants you to know that He's there. He uses His people and community to bring healing and restoration. Don't be afraid to share your story. And don't be afraid to let others help carry you.